watching, so I make them clap it up. Clap it up. Now clap it up.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flushed out right. Big hold of the 30. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made. by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Allen going to throw. And Davis with it left side. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burt sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And some space here. And down to the 20. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Now he steps away. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. He juked him, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down it goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
On third and long, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38. But he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Allen now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked at the 3-1. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Wide, get wide.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a ground. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early... Jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
7 yards to pick up there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
You must be dreaming. Check 4, check 4. Check 52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Watch safety green.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the play. He's in for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 30. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
From the 31, Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On the move to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They run here with Singletary. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Now this throw caught left side. And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the deep. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Army. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Bring it. Show it out. Show it out. Right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And time finally runs out. He can't get it in. The 30 bench taken down. A big